there is an MSP out there who stopped selling. They didn't slow down, they stopped. Instead, what he did is he started a free peer group and let them ask him whatever they wanted about AI. And he didn't charge them $1. And 3 months in, about 20 firms have joined his community. He does roughly $250,000 in AI revenue already this year, only being a few months into this experiment. And 2 holdouts converted right after they first sat in that room. And here's the mechanism. This is the part I want you to steal. Somebody asks a question in that room. He turns it into a service ticket on the spot. And every free member watches that happen. So here's what I actually believe. You don't sell AI. You sell a ladder. You teach them so they trust you. They trust you so they hand you the project. And the project drags the licenses all along behind it. Sell it in that order and you stop pitching. Sell it backwards and you've built a help desk with extra stops. And that's going to cost you profitability. And that's a bigger claim than I'm comfortable making, but I'm going to make it anyway. A lot of us are still trying to figure this out. So by the end of this episode, you're going to have a way to price these against your own rate card. And the honest bill that you are going to have to pay in order to build it. You're going to get a lot out of today as I experiment through this with you. So with that said, let's roll the intro. So if you caught the last episode, this one right here, this is the other half of it. And if you didn't, you don't need to. The short answer is your clients are calling you about AI, and the thing to sell them is the ability to use it because you might have a lot of other things to build out to support it. But I want to talk a lot about today about the packaging. So why would this guy stop selling? And I'm going to give you in his words, selling barely works. So let's talk a little bit about who he is, because who he sells to is and why this matters is important. He runs an MSP that serves architect, engineering, and construction firms. AEC, he's verticalized. And architects are brutally hard to sell to, and there's a real reason. So you see, for most of the last century, architects' own professional code made advertising an ethics violation. Say that out loud. An ethics violation to sell. And it didn't even fall in court. They voted it away themselves in 1978 because fighting the Justice Department was going to cost them about $1.5 million. So they had to kind of rise up against this ethics violation. So what my read of all of this is that the culture never really left this MSP because it's still good case studies, good content. It just removes the meetings. And what I mean is, this is really a lunch and learn type of mechanism. And this is the play I was running back in 2015. And we had this and we quit doing it at one point, but it's kind of the thing that allowed us to be that hyperscaling MSP. So the honesty note that I have before somebody else says it, he does not package it the way I'm about to describe it. Big onboarding fee, light retainer, 30 days out. He proves the category sells. That's all I'm trying to make a claim on. We have data now to say that there are people out there in our channel making money from community-led growth. And I want you to think about a parallel that we may have in a vertical a lot of us as MSPs try to stay away from. Think about the dentist. Yes, dentist. It's the one industry where field support reigns supreme. So, but stay with me. You go twice a year to your dentist for a cleaning. The cleaning barely pays for their chair time. It costs them margin, and honestly, Medicare doesn't pay very well if it's in some type of insurance copay. But the cleaning is where they find the crown. And when they find it, nobody shops the price of that crown. You don't go 3 quotes. You get it done by the person who hands her already in your mouth. And then you buy the night guard from them because you're already sitting there. And in a lot of us, we're vulnerable and just say, sure. Nobody's dentists have ever had to pitch them anything. The appointment does it for them. And that is the packaging mechanics. You've heard of a loss leader. The cleaning is one of those, and what it finds pays for everything else. So here it is. 3 things, and the order is the whole entire trick. And look, there might be more someday. There might be less. This is me in workshop mode, making this easy for you all to start, especially when you're in the position where you are afraid that the talent on your current team or the pricing you're paying your customers or your current margins don't support having to put an extra load on your help desk, which is why a lot of us are tiptoeing around it and give a bad experience or bad response to our current customers. So think of this as an easy way to say yes and be able to do something with them. And if you've heard know, like, trust your whole career, this is that with an invoice attached to it. So let's unpack this. Number 1, a foundation engagement. It's defined and it ends 6 months, 1 live session a month with your customers. There are people actually in the session and not watching a video nobody finishes. It produces 2 artifacts to your customers. And this is the value prop. And a lot of you would categorize this as a project engagement. What you are delivering to them is an AI use policy and a list of the opportunities you found inside their business. And the policy earns its keep as guardrails. Guardrails are what let you take your foot off the brake. Because for a lot of us, we're going to be very concerned with the cybersecurity risk that AI opens up to our customers. But think through to ERPs and CRMs. They've had loads of security risks over the last 10, 15 years as MSPs, and none of us have done anything to look inside of them. So allow us to introduce the ability to build an AI use policy for our customers that their employees can get behind, so that now the owner of your customer's business is being enabled to use AI. And when they have that FOMO or they give you that phone call, you're able to say, yeah, let me help you. So that at the end of the day, that 6-month engagement, you go there once a month and you teach them something and you have leave behind courses that they can take to get extra learning and extra abilities. That really is your cleaning. And I can hear it now. But Kyle, that's not MRR. That's not recurring revenue. I know, it ends on purpose. But what you all have to consider is that our recurring revenue in our all-you-can-eat agreements had maintenance in mind. Our help desk was there to support something that broke, that didn't work. That computer that I made revenue off of, and then we're making recurring revenue off of it to support. That 365 endpoint where I did a project for them that got 365 implemented, and then the MRR that allowed me to support it. This 6-month idea, this 6-month project is no different. It's just the recurring support that becomes a little bit blurry. And to be honest, I'm still wrapping my head around a little bit. It's seed revenue if you want to think about it. And also it's scoped, it's repeatable, and it's highly profitable because you're just putting a fixed number on the value that this 6-month project may have. But the goal is to make every AI dollar lead somewhere. This one leads straight to the possible second rung. So now let's unpack number 2, the other way I think that you can easily make AI revenue, and that is a subscription. Now what we are doing is managing a capability instead of delivering a project. Think of this as a good, better, best type model where the first one is, hey, if you just want to dabble, Mr. Customer, into a AI use and be able to put some guardrails around your employees, I got a cheap, easy thing. You may have extra questions and I may subscribe to offering you some other projects and capabilities, but it gets the wheels going. The second one is for the one that's like, no, we have to do this. They either have a competitor or they have a vision, and they're like, what is it going to take to have you here more often? Think of this as the next level of vCIO, where you are the fractional CIO there now, and they're saying, I need you here more often, more consistently to make sure that we are keeping AI in mind. So you're managing a capability instead of a delivery. And this is probably no different. You're still going to be there once a month. You're still going to be meeting with their teams. You could probably template a lot of this as well. But this is where the policy that you build gets maintained. It's a few hours of hands-on time that are scheduled, and you might even have a retainer that doesn't roll over. And the other thing to be cautious of, and why a lot of us blanketed the all-you-can-eat agreements back in the day, is we were afraid of change orders. We were afraid of selling projects. And there's a lot of evidence to support why you shouldn't do this. However, thinking through AI, when we sell like some type of a vCIO engagement where we're going to do 1-2 hours a month with our customers, there's going to be big opportunities, big projects that we identify. I can't sell them the physical box. I can't sell the migration to 365, so I need something to kick off the maintenance. So we cannot give away implementation inside of it. The second you do, by the way, it stops being a subscription and starts being unlimited support. So we have to have a vCIO that is very confident in telling their customer during this subscription that, hey, we've done this session, your sales team got super excited, they saw the ability to automate some of their outbound. So what we can do is scope a project, Mr. Customer, so that we can use AI to do that. Where should I send that proposal? And by the way, do not stuff AI into the bundle that you currently have and just raise your prices. That buries undefined work at help desk margins. That's what I would call MRR cosplay.
You keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Because what's going to happen is your help desk is now going to get tickets from that vCIO being there saying, hey, Mr. vCIO told me that we can build some outbound automation through AI and you give me unlimited support. Now I want you to do that. So the person managing the relationship has to be willing to also manage the upsells. And you can't think of them as upsells because you open the door to a vision to bigger thinking by your customers to say, hey, I do want that and I'm willing to pay for it. So what this actually buys you though is 12 seats at your client's table every year. And I hear more and more often that vCIOs struggle to get QBRs scheduled with their customers because there's no inherent value other than I'm going to be upsold. Kyle, didn't you just say this about upsell? Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. But that they don't see value in meeting with somebody from the MSP every month or every quarter. So if you sell this as an additional subscription, they are committing with their wallets to meet with you once a month, but also spend the labor dollars for their team to be with you because they now understand a defined outcome, a defined value. Nobody else in their stack has that. It's a competitive edge for you. This is what we've been looking for vCIOs for ages. I know, here's the part nobody wants to hear. Your all-you-can-eat agreement was built to keep the lights on. It kept the servers up. It closed the tickets, hold the invoice flat. Nobody ever wrote that thinking that they'd be teaching a client's entire staff how to use a brand new category of business software. AI is just a line of business application because that's what this is at the end of the day. So if you're going to do this properly, you have to break that construct. And an easy way to think about this is if your customer called you right now and said, hey, my ERP is broken, can you fix it? You probably wouldn't fix it. You would tell them to call the vendor, call an ERP consultant, work with your internal DevOps person. And for those of you that have never dealt with ERP before, think about any of the other line of business softwares that your customers may use. CRMs. If you're dealing with legal clients, line of business apps like document management systems. If you're working with architecture firms or engineering firms, the Autodesk categories. All industries have these types of apps. And we've never touched them before, so why is AI making us think that we want to touch them now? So you have to have the confidence to say this out loud. And by the way, you also need to give the agency to your team to say this to your customers. Just don't let them say the no word. Make them say, hey, as it turns out, this AI application is something we can help you with. let me go ahead and get you over to our vCIO so that they can help you build a plan to support this. Isn't that a lot better than the tier one just closing the ticket and letting the automation tell them it's not covered? So at the end of the day, we're going to have to help them. And your people are going to be amazing at using it. But let me know at the end of the day, are they confident in saying this or are they not? Anyway, let's get back to it. So let's talk about the number 3 way that we can package this to our customers.
Show me the money! Show me the money! Yeah! Louder! Show me the money!
Yeah. Number 3 is where the money shows. Number 3 is the projects. The bad word, the thing that statistically MSPs have lost money on in the past. I'm going to recommend the one thing that we all suck at, which is projects. And when you're in the room, say you are in that 6-month engagement or the 12-month subscription, somebody eventually is going to go, hey, could we get AI into our ERP? Hey, can we get our front desk person using AI to help schedule? That's not a 15% license that you're going to get on tokens. That's a $10, $20, $30,000 project that they handed you while you were teaching them of all the cool things that AI can do. And they were paying you to teach them about that. So, right? And by the way, I'm not against making markup on tokens. I just think of it as mailbox money. Think of it as we did with Microsoft 365. You sold the project to migrate them from that on-prem server to the cloud. You made project dollars off of that. And then you made 15 to 18% month over month on those licenses. So to me, this is mailbox money. That is the crown. And that night guard comes with it. And it hits your bank account every single month. Another way to think of it is I did the project. We got the AI bolted into their CRM. However, the AI that I used to do the project was one that I made the 15% markup on. I'm not going at them just saying, buy AI from me. I'm saying we built something that has an outcome that you're going to pay me month over month on AI tokens for because it does the thing that gets you the most value to your supply chain that makes you money. Kind of cool, right? And if you think about it at the top end, that guy I mentioned, he is a builder. So take this as the ceiling and not the entry. This is what we get to as we climb the ladder. He wired this read-only connection into a client's accounting system that finds hours they worked and never invoiced. And that's a perfect example of one of the projects that you'll end up having because you are there as the CIO. You are the one, I'm going to say the word, as a consultant to think through the things that they don't know with the things that they do know in order to figure out where AI actually has value. Selling them the chat client, we all know, is only going to get harder and harder as competition creates commoditization in the AI channel. And we don't want to be caught with our pants down. Let's be the consultant. And one client, by the way, that he had, and he told me this is a hard figure, found $12,000 sitting there after he did this AI project. So it immediately paid for the project itself. It came down to a net zero. That's what you want to do for your clients. That's where they respect you. That's where they don't ever churn. Now, that's the ladder. 1, 2, 3. Let's think through the ladder again. The 3 steps. That first step, that's for the ones that just want to dabble. They do the 6-month engagement. Their team gets some general AI education. Maybe you give them some audit training that goes on so you get a little bit of recurring revenue after the project. And they get an AI use policy where all their employees say, hey, we're going to use this the way that we were taught. The second version, and maybe this is someone skips the first rung or they go 1 to 2, is that subscription. Every month, I'm going to come to your office and we're just going to talk about AI. I'm going to teach you something, or we're going to create a steering committee with a department that says, what's the one thing that takes too much time? And can AI solve it? And we will have a think tank. And that think tank is what gets us to the third ladder, which is projects. Now, can you go ahead and help me do the thing? We have the sign off. Everybody wants it. Everyone's beating up on the decision maker of your customer to sign the quote. And at the end of the day, you get the recurring revenue and the recurring margin from the things that now you can resell them like the tokens, like the chatbots, all the extra, maybe even AI monitoring, some cybersecurity things, because maybe it is an IP-based critical monitoring thing where they do have to have some secrecy or guardrails in their business. So there's 2 questions left, and they are the ones you actually are here for. What it's worth and what it costs. So let's start with what it's worth. Let's put a number on all 3 of these, and I mean your number off your own rate card. So to talk about this, I want to start with what you are doing today. A license resale, by the way, is thin money on a slow clock. We've seen this before. It's 365 all over again. And I've beat this to death on this episode. By the way, I've lived this one because the MSP I was running had months where the migration to 365 made us profit and more profit than all of the license did for 2-3 years. It's not a lot of cash flow because the project in many cases beats the resale. But a lot of us like to look at recurring revenue, not recurring profit. And God forbid someone open up a ticket on your help desk for 365, all that profit's just going to disappear. So the same ladder, we just want to have smaller rungs. Now this is labor, and we need to price all of this like labor. Now how we price this, in that first rung I talked about, because I just beat up the resale thing again and probably didn't need to, is we need to think about how we price that 6-month engagement. So to simplify this, the foundation, that first rung, that 6-month project, is about 16 hours of delivery labor across 6 months. And the ongoing version, the subscription, in a year, because we'll just confine it to a year even though it auto-renews, it's about 34 hours a year. And if you think about the platform it runs you under, so shout out to Empath, where we can help you build out the software that this all lives in. It's going to run you under $2 an employee a month. So there's not a lot of hard costs in here. A lot of it is going to be the labor cost. So if you know it's 16 hours for the 6-month project, because you're going to have a little bit of discovery and building, you know that they make $50 an hour fully burdened. 16 times 50 is some number, $800 cost. So right, let's double that, $1,600, and then you figure out the monthly price. My guess, it's gonna be $500 to $600 a month for this 6-month project, $3,000. It's easy to say yes to because they get an AI use policy, you get a foot in the door, and now you have a springboard to sell the crown. So both of these at the end of the day, my recommendation need to be about 65% gross margin or better. And this isn't a fantasy. If you are the one delivering it, you as in the owner, and you have to think about what your time is actually worth. That margin will get ugly fast because a lot of you as owners just stick this number in your head. Think about you as $250 an hour cost and your employees 50. So we need to enable our vCIOs to do this education. Now you, and I know it's already going through your head, Kyle, my vCIO is not an AI expert. Sure about that? When it comes to doing what you know, you're going to be 3-4 months ahead of your customers, and sometimes a year, 2 years ahead of your customers. If you go watch that podcast again with Dustin Bolander and Wes and Nick Ross, a lot of times it's just, what is Claude? What is prompting? What is a skill? You can give them very small learning blocks that they are going to be so grateful for. And sometimes it just needs to be a demonstration. Share your screen, show them how you prompt, and make them show you how they do it. And a lot of the little stuff in the platform, you just assign them the extra courses for the things that you don't have time to teach them. And if you end up being the one that teaches your customers, because again, maybe you're okay with it being a loss leader because you want to sell the crown and the night guard, well, then you're going to lose or not make as much margin as you would by someone cheaper doing it. That's simple economics. But the owner should be there to prove the motion first. So do the first 1 or 2 clients so that the vCIO can watch you. And maybe you guys together build the first 4 to 6 sessions so that you can make this repeatable. And hint, hint at Empath, we're trying to help you pre-do this. So the arithmetic at the end of the day is right. There's no reason you can't get 65% margin. Hell, we made 65% margin on our all-you-can-eat agreements. And it only works, though, in one order. Because if you sell it backwards, what's going to end up happening is you're going to have a slower help desk that gets overburdened. So let's be real about what it takes to build this, because that's going to be where it all feels like a lot of friction. And I've paid this bill before, by the way, because back when I was running the MSP, we once spent 4 hours building one lunch and learn, teaching our engineers and our customers how Microsoft licensing worked. It fixed everything for about 3 months. Then we hired new people. The new people never saw it. And we were right back where we started. It was a game of whack-a-mole. And that's the real reason Rung 2 is a subscription. Why the premium version of the 6-month project is important. Because one and done eventually decays. You need maintenance training. You need conformity. You need repeatability. Sometimes it takes 1 or 2 sessions for someone to hear something the right way, or to see it done 1 or 2 sessions to see it done the right way. So take one session, work it through, 1 out of 12. There's ultimately going to be 3 piles. Pile 1, stuff to get you ready to walk into that room. That's the first thing that you're going to have to build. You're going to have to build train the trainer lessons, the deck, a speaker guide, the questions they might ask you and your answers, or if they don't ask you questions, things that you can just demonstrate. The second pile is stuff for the people in the room. What are you going to give them? Pre-session assignment, right? What's their homework? The live exercise, the reinforcement after, a job aid they actually keep. And then the third pile, that is the stuff because there's a business attached to the room. How you're going to identify or set up buying signals, how you're going to respond to what's included and what isn't, how you're going to upgrade them to the next offer, and even pricing ranges. Do you want to give your ability to wheel and deal? On my list, that's 25 pieces of asset that you're going to have to build for one session. And you're going to have to do that 12 times. First 6 months, build confidence and write the rules. The second 6 is you helping them hunt for where capacity actually lives in their business to be freed up by some form of automation. And by the way, I'm not going to stand here and pretend I've got all 300 of those finished either, or even ideated. I'm in it right now with you, but the map is the easy part and you're holding it. It's the distance that is the work. And as someone that has built a lot of this over the last few years with my company, this is something that we realize is a lot easier than you go into it expecting it, not having been a teacher, an educator. This is something where you recognize that what you know has to be taught in very, very small chunks. And your customers that aren't technical like you are, they'll appreciate that. So let's pull this together a little bit, because I've said a lot today. A guy stopped selling. He put about 20 firms in a free room, and the work came to him. He never found a better pitch, and he ultimately stopped needing one. And what he identified is that there's about 3 rungs in the ladder of how you work with your customers with AI. There is that foundational rung, the one which ends and hands them a policy and also opportunities, future projects. But some of them don't want you to stop teaching them after month 6, so you need the subscription. This is the month over month. I'm there, I'm talking to you. We are a committee. We are building ways to unstick the supply chain. And that is where money actually lives. 300 pieces on my list to do it right. And I'm still building mine. And you'll need to start building yours. And you could build this whole ladder and never once call me, by the way. This part is from me. Empath is where I build it. So I'm a long way from neutral. And I recognize that it's hard for me to talk about this without sounding like I'm trying to pitch you on Empath. I'm not. Well, I am, but I'm not, but I am. But you get it. It's giving you the ingredients, giving you the map. If you want to make it easy, give us a call. If you want to do it the hard way and build your own content, I'm sure a chat prompt will help you build it all. But let's think about what's next. Because I've got to show you how you actually get in the room. Knowing what to sell doesn't help if nobody takes the meeting. And I've got a bone to pick with that free room. One thing that talking to this MSP that's figured it out, I I definitely thought, hey, this free virtual community you've built doesn't need to be free, especially if you already have 20 members in there that are seeing results. So hit subscribe and you'll see that episode when I get it built. Now, what I would love from all of you, and I would love to hear, is tell me what happens if you try this. Tell me what happens if maybe you do your first one for free to get your foot in the door. Maybe you make the first of 6 sessions a lunch and learn. And if they want 2 through 6, maybe that is the flat fee project. And I want to know the wins, the flops, the awkward silences. I even want to know where you have gotten stuck and can't even make it to building, to offering. Hell, I would recommend for a lot of you, sell it before you build it.
If you build it, he will come.
This is not if you build it, they will come. This is if they hand you money, then you build it. Because at the end of the day, we just need to stay accountable.